Okay, guys. So as we continue the revision today, we'll do a quick review over chapter 12, lesson 2, talking about how does ocean water move. Yesterday we talked about
The
the
circle.
how oceans are like. We talked about the different features of the ocean floor. If you guys remember that, yeah.
Yes.
Plains,
So
Yes. About how much
slope,
salt?
trenches.
the what?
About how the last lesson was about how much
Trenches.
salt in the water.
Yes, the features of the water and the different continents.
The wave and current
Volcanic
and
island.
tide.
Yes, yes. Okay, now we're gonna watch. I'm sorry, no, we're gonna do a quick review over how does ocean water move. So we have different vocabularies: wave, current, tide. Those are the vocabularies for this lesson. It's talking about the different movements of the water. So the water or the ocean water has different movements: waves, current, and tides, and every one is caused by a certain effect. And most of them, of course, are natural. So the first movement is the wave. And you guys all know the wave. It's the up and down movement of surface water, right? Everyone? You all know the waves and how they are, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guys, when you are so silent, sometimes I think maybe my mic is broken. So yeah, try to interact with me. So again, wave is the up and down movement of surface water, and it's just energy, okay? And the water carries this energy from one place to another through its movement, okay? Okay, everyone? Yes, this energy could be
Famous.
because of many reasons. Maybe an earthquake, air that starts moving the waves. Yes. So as a wave approaches the shore or gets closer to the shore, we say that the wave is
It
broken.
becomes weaker.
Is
Yes? Because someone's
breaking
saying
wave.
something?
The waves become weaker when it comes
To the shore.
more near to the
Yes.
shore. It becomes
But what we
weaker.
mean is that the waves are actually formed because they kind of get closer to the land, and that's what we call breaking waves. We can say that when waves feel the bottom or the steepness of the bottom, they start breaking down and making the regular shape of the wave that all of you guys know. So what's a wave again? It's up and down movement,
It's up
okay,
and
of the
down
water.
movement of the surface
It's
water.
just
Up
energy
and down
form.
movement of the surface.
Yes.
They were saying
Guys,
that.
why are we talking without permission? I can't hear all of you in the same time. Okay.
No, Miss, we are.
Am I lagging for you guys?
No, but you said.
Yes.
No.
You're not lagging.
Okay, what did I say? Someone.
It's just there's internet problem or something.
Well, you said what are waves?
Okay,
was
yes.
just-
I said waves are the up and down movement. It's energy moving
Energy.
through the water, and the water carries this energy in the shape of the wave. And the waves, of course, starts to slow down, and as they get closer to the beach or the shoreline, and then they fall and break. Then you guys know that sometimes hurricanes, we learned about hurricanes before and volcanoes, right?
Yes.
Yes. When we learn about hurricanes, you guys now know that the really fast moving wind, hurricanes are tornadoes, but like on the surface of the water. They form over the surface of the water. Tornadoes form over the surface of the land. That's the difference between them. But when hurricanes are formed, they are really fast moving air. This fast moving air will cause the water to also be pushed toward the land. And this is what we call storm surge, which is a dangerous thing. This is really high waves because of the hurricane, because hurricanes are really fast. Really fast air, and this air is going to push all the water or all the waves toward the beach, which is going to be so dangerous. Then you guys learn about tsunami, and tsunami is one of the most famous and biggest waves. Yes, one of the most famous and biggest waves in the whole, known to the whole world. And it happens because of underneath the water, tectonic plates, as you guys learned about tectonic plates last term, When they start moving, they have different movements toward each other, away from each other. Do you guys remember that? Or sliding passing each other. The movement of these
Yeah, we
plates will actually cause earthquakes. These earthquakes will cause a lot of energy. This energy will move through the water through a shape of waves. And that's what tsunami is made. Okay. It's really large wave and so dangerous. You guys already know this. So all I need you to know is that
It
tsunami
makes
is caused by
floods.
the movement of
Floods.
tectonic plates. Yes? Someone said something?
I
Yes?
said it
Someone?
makes floods.
Yes.
Flood.
Yes. Yes. All the water flows over the land. It can kill people.
Yes, and
Some
farms are destroyed.
places are,
Farms
yes,
and homes.
are, yes, some places just drown. Yes, Amr, you raised your hand. Do you need something? You lowered your hand again. I think it was a mistake. Okay. Now, the second type of movement or ocean movement is the currents. And currents are, we can say, like it's the flow, of the oceans, but like rivers. Like the ocean has certain movements that go through the whole world, as you guys can see in this picture. Currents are caused by different reasons. One of these reasons is the air that moves, okay? The air that moves, okay, because we have
Wind.
different, yes, the wind, that's right. Actually, do you guys know what's the difference between air and wind? Wind
I
is,
know air doesn't move. Wind is the moving air.
yes, that's right. So wind is the moving air, that's right. So because the Earth's surface is not heated in the same way, like there is difference in temperature or the heating, that's why the difference in air movement. Because you guys, if you remember, the cold air is heavier, so it goes down, and the warm air goes up. This movement starts making currents. Okay? You can say currents carry cold and warm water from place to place. You can see here on this picture how currents are known or they move through the whole ocean. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Yes. The next part, which is talking about types of currents, is just for reading only. I'm not going to include it in the term exam. Types of currents, we have four types: surface current, longshore current, rip current, and deep ocean current. Number 3, the rip current, is the one I showed you guys, which is different, dangerous, the one that pulls people inside, if you remember that. Okay. From their names, you would know where they are formed. For example, the surface current will be on the surface of the ocean, obviously. The longshore current means it's along the shoreline. Okay. Rip currents are the ones that are dangerous, but the deep ocean currents are so deep in the ocean.
Inside the ocean.
Yes, but I mean, how water will move? There's no air down there. In this case,
A
it's the
hurricane.
difference in density. The cold and warm water. The cold water is heavier, so it starts moving down, and the warm water starts moving up. And then they do this circulation movement all the time, and this is the currents or how the currents are formed. This part, guys, you can read it only just for your own knowledge. It's not going to be included in the term exam. Okay. Now,
Okay.
the third movement,
Okay.
which is tides. This is the third type of movement. You guys know tides, like high
Yes.
tide and low tide.
High tides and
Read
low
from the
tides.
picture. Yes, and this is caused by the gravitational pull or the gravity of the moon and the sun. But then we asked a question, a really important question. We said, but moon has more effect on the earth. Remember that?
Yes. The
Yes.
moon pulls the water. I think gravity.
Yes, it does. The sun does that too, but moon has more effect. Why is that?
There's stronger effect because it's more near to the earth.
Yes, it's closer to the earth. Well done. Thank you so much. The sun is way
Welcome.
bigger than the moon, so it should have the biggest effect. But because the sun is way far from the earth, the moon has more effect on the earth. So it starts pulling the water. Yes, the gravity of the moon pulls the water. So it causes the high tide and low tide. What is the difference between high tide and low tide? High tide is when the the water is at high levels, while low tides are when it's at low levels. As you guys can see from the picture, it's really obvious, right?
Right.
We have two types of tides: spring
But
tide
like it's not
and neap tide.
there
Yes,
is no
سماحي.
water يعني مش
يعني ايه
التايدز اللي ورا
عادي.
بس دي يعني there is no water literally يعني مفيش مية أصلا.
Yes, all the water just went back, but they will get back again in this place
No,
after 6
it
hours.
becomes less like does it really like becomes no water like that?
Yes. You can find places like this in Egypt here. العين السخنة, for example. In low tide, you will have to walk a lot of kilometers to just reach the point where you can swim in the sea. And when it comes back, the high tide, people will just like, okay, there is no bottom. We can't reach any bottom. So yes, it
Wait,
can
I
actually.
think high tides and low tides change like 4 times a day.
Yes, we kind of have 2 low tides and 2 high tides. Yes, Malak, well done. 2 high tides and 2 low tides. And between 2 high tides, we have 1 low tide. It happens every 6 hours. So that means 4 times a day. Yes. But we can say 2 high tides and 2 low tides. We also have 2 types of tides. Those tides have high and low. Okay. But they are different because of the position of the sun and the moon. But to be obvious, or to be more specific, to be more scientific, we already know that the sun is not moving, right? And the earth takes really a long time to move or to take one orbit. So to be specific, spring tide and neap tide are different because of the position of the moon, because the moon is the one that moves way faster than all of them. Okay? So when the moon and the sun, all of them are in one line with the earth, this is what we call spring tide. Spring tide. You can see we have high tide on those sides of the earth, while on top of the earth we have low tide. Okay? It could be also on the other side, like the main point of spring tide is that all of them are in one line. The moon could be here, could be on the other side, but it's still all of them are in one line. In the neap tide, this is not really big changes. In the neap tide, it's not really big changes. And you can't you can't notice the high and low tide that much. There's no big difference between them. And in this case, you can see that the moon is like, having a 9-degree angle with the earth and the sun. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Yes. So in the case of neap tide, it doesn't make a lot of it changes during the high tide and low tide. You can even see that on the earth itself. See this circle around the earth? Let me zoom in.
This is the tides.
Yes, this is representing the water. You will see that there is no big change. But in spring tide, you can actually see the high tide on the two sides here, and the low tides are up there. Can you see that?
Yes.
Yes. Do you guys have any questions before moving to the worksheet?
No, thank you.
Everyone? Everyone?
No, thank you.
Okay. Now let's move to the worksheets. We have names. Name on the side. Let me just get names. Yes. Let me take the names of the attendants first so we can continue with the session. Why did I stop sharing? I always confused between this and this. Okay, give me 1 minute.
Yes, Miss, it's stop sharing.
Yes, I did stop sharing. Okay, so you have the names on the left. This is like the spinner, but way faster. Okay, this is like the spinner,
Miss, but
way
you make
faster.
it single name.
Yes,
you make
but in
it
single
single
names. Yes. Selim, you raised your hand. Yes.
Could I answer first one?
Selim, you want to answer?
Yeah.
Yes, but we're moving with names. Can't you see them on the right? We have names here on the right. Okay, so we'll move in order. What I wanted to say? Yes, guys, please do not answer without permission. You can see the names here. So yeah,
Yes.
we have Reem first. Reem, number 1. Yes.
What is a wave?
Mm-hmm.
A wave is the up and down movement of surface water.
Yes, it's the up and down movement of the ocean water. So it's going to be A, B, or C, or D.
D, C.
Okay. Thank you. Sweetie.
You're
Number
welcome,
two.
miss.
Thank you, sweetie. Yusuf? Yusuf?
Yes, miss.
Yes, Yusuf. Number two. How are tides caused or made? Huh. What do you think is the answer? Take your time in reading all the choices.
Can you hear me?
Yes?
A.
It's going to be A. Tides are caused by the pull of the sun and the moon. Really well. Thank you so much. Number three. We have Yasin Hisham.
Miss, did Yusuf answer?
Yes?
Did Yusuf answer?
Yes, he did.
Didn't
Yasin?
hear.
Yasin Hisham?
Yes, miss.
Yes. Number three, please.
When season the,
When seasons disrupt
disrupt
normal
normal
weather patterns.
weather
Yes, like they,
is
the season kind of like change the weather patterns. What do you think this is called? I want you to think about it and then I will tell you the answer. Okay? You can take your time.
um,
Miss, I know it.
Guys, give him a chance, please.
Miss
Yes? Someone's saying miss?
El Nino.
Is this Yasin Hisham? I mean, your voice is really
Yes, miss.
far.
Yes, miss.
Yes, Yasin. I'm so sorry for this,
Nino?
Yasin, and yes, it's like tongue twisting. Okay, so you said it's gonna be
El Nino.
Nino. Okay. Do you know what's Nino actually?
What's
This
Nino?
is called El Nino.
Yes,
Nemo?
it's called Nino, but I'm asking him. Do you know what is it?
Season.
Different seasons?
Yes.
Miss, it
What do you
will
guys
be
think?
wave.
You learned about this in social or something?
No.
Never.
You never learned about this before, right?
Yeah.
Miss, it will be wave.
A type of wave? Okay, that's another
No,
idea.
it will be current.
Someone said currents. So we have different
Wave.
ideas. We have
Wave.
different ideas. Yes.
Current.
Okay. This is number
Currents.
3. When seasons disrupt normal weather. Okay. When a season disrupts
Wait,
normal
no.
weather pattern is
It's
called. It's no. Yes. Huh?
Jetty.
Jetty.
It's gonna be. Yes. It's gonna be Nino. Yes, as you guys mentioned. But this question is not gonna be. I'm sorry for this.
Miss, but you
Sorry.
said
But it's not gonna be
Nino
included in the
was
term
reading
exam.
only.
Okay. Yes.
That was for reading
Okay.
only. You said Nino was for reading only.
Yes, I know. I just said it's not going to be included in the term exam. That doesn't mean it's not in the worksheet.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's only to give you information.
Yes. Number 4. Number 4. Okay. Guys, are you ready for number 4?
Yes.
Yes. The horizontal movement of ocean water that is caused by wind and happens at or near the ocean surface. That's another question that is not included in the term exam, but you guys need to know it for your own knowledge.
Who will
Who's
answer?
next? Yes.
Surface current.
Let me move first. It's supposed to be Yasin السادات اللي هو أصلا جاوب. So yes, it's gonna be surface current. I think I heard him saying surface current. Yes. Is it surface current, everyone? Yes. Because it's
Yes.
happening
Yes.
at the
Miss,
surface. Yes.
one of
Here's the
the,
surface.
one in a million بقى معلش.
Yes. Okay. Now we have Yassine Sadat. Abdurrahman Khalid is not here.
Yep.
So we have Hannah Halawa is not here too. Aysel
No.
is here. Aysel, can you answer number 5?
Yes.
Yes.
In
It
space,
says, what are caused by earthquakes on the ocean floor, volcanic eruptions, or underwater landslides? What do you think is caused because of all of this? These catastrophic things. Catastrophic, like, or dangerous. Huh?
waves,
Waves only? Like normal waves? Normal waves will be caused of the earthquakes and volcanic
Miss, I know.
underwater landslides. Guys, give
Normal waves
Aysel
won't-
time. I told you, do not answer without permission. Guys, do I have to repeat this million times? Please give Aysel her time and let her focus. Okay? Aysel, what do you think? Are you still sticking with waves? Huh?
tsunami,
Tsunami, yes. Well done. Tsunami, yes. Because of all these, dangerous things. Underwater landslides means that tectonic plates are moving, volcanic eruption, earthquakes, all of those are causing tsunami. Well done. Okay, now we have Mustafa is not here. Uday, number 6. Uday?
Miss, but
Yes.
my name is not Arthur. What causes high and low tides? The gravity of sun and the moon.
Well done. Thank you so much. Yes, this is tides, and tides are caused by the gravity of the sun and moon. Ziad is not here. So Hannah Sultan is not here. Asid is not here also. Sabine is not here.
Yes.
Also
Here.
Here.
yes, Amr is here. Number 7. Neap tides, spring tides, currents happen during first and third quarter moon phases. Do you know the third and first quarter moon phases, Yam?
No.
Okay. The first phase of the moon, the first quarter, which means the moon is actually on the side. Let me just admit this, everyone. Give me 1 minute so I can get rid of this. Okay. So let me show it to you in the, yes, here. Okay, so as the moon orbits the earth, we have different phases for it, okay? If the moon is standing at this position here, we call it a new moon. When it moves to this side, it's called the first quarter moon. And then this is full moon. And then here it's called the last or the third quarter moon. So he's asking you, when the moon is at those two positions, this one and this one, what do you think is this? Do you think it's a spring tide? Do you
No.
think it's a spring tide? Huh?
No, because
No,
if
it's
it's
neap tide.
yes,
See? Neap tide is at those two positions here. This is the
yes.
first quarter and this is the third quarter. Yes.
Because if it's spring, I think it will be. So if it's spring, it will be. The arrow will be to the sun.
If it's what?
So when it is a spring tide, when the arrow goes to the sun.
No, sweetie. No. It's a spring tide when the moon, the sun, and the earth are all in one line. يعني كلهم على نفس الخط. We can say
بس هما
that they are
دلوقتي مش على-
all next to each other.
Yes.
Yes, but
So it's a
for
nice.
neap tides, yes, they are not on the same line, as you can see. It's like the moon has
So
like
it's a
90
neap tide.
degrees. Yes, 90-degree angle with the sun and the earth.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so it's gonna be, where is the questions here? It's gonna be again a spring tide or neap tide?
Neap tide.
Neap tide. Thank you so much, Sham. Now let's see who's next. We have Muhannad. Muhannad?
Here.
Yes, Muhannad. Number 8. It says, what type of tides would this arrangement of Earth, Moon, Sun create? So you have the moon down there. This is the Earth and this is the sun. What do you think this is? Is it neap tide, spring tide? What do you think?
Is
Neap tide.
Yes, Muhannad, I can't hear you.
Neap tide.
Neap tide, yes, because they are not on one line. Thank you so much, yeah, Muhammad. Now let's see who's next. We have Mamduh is not here. Hamid is not here. Zain is not here. Kinsey, she's not here. Yasin Dueni. Yasin, I didn't hear your voice today. Yasin.
Yes.
Yes, number 9. It says a what tide happens when the moon, sun, earth are aligned or lined up. This is a period of highest high tide and lowest low tide. Yani there's a big changes, big high tides
It's a
and big low
spring
tides.
side.
Spring tide, yes. So you know the answer because of the highest high tide and lowest low tide, and also because of lined up. Thank you so much, Yasin. Now,
Okay.
Malak. Yes, I was hoping it would be Malak. Yes, Malak. Number 10.
Okay.
Yes. Huh.
What type of tide would this arrangement of Earth, Moon, Sun create?
Yes. They are all in one line. So what do you think this is?
Spring tide?
Nope. They are all in one line.
Neap tide.
Neap tide. You said spring first or neap tide first?
I said spring tide first.
I'm sorry for this, but I thought I heard it neap tide. That's why I said it's wrong. I'm so sorry. Maybe I got confused. Yes, but I really thought that you said neap tide at the beginning. I'm so sorry for this. Yes, so
I said
yes,
spring.
when they are all in one line, it's actually spring tide, as you said, Yaman. Thank you so much. Maybe I am the one that got confused. Okay, now we have these questions. Let's move to the next. Omar is not here, obviously. Amgad just joined. Amgad.
I joined from the names.
Yes, Amgad. Would you like to answer this question or do you want to skip this question?
Number 11.
What are you saying?
Number 11.
Eh?
Number 11.
Amgad, I can't hear you.
Yes, I will answer.
Yes. Okay, it says what happens to waves when they approach the shore?
They collide with each other and then crash in the shore.
Yes, the waves slow down and they become higher and closer together. Okay. Now number 12, we have who's next? Let me take the participant list off. Salim. Salim is here. Salim. Yes, Salim actually wanted to answer at the beginning. Salim, are you still there? Salim, are you still there? Okay, let's move to the next one. Tanahi. Tanahi, mashallah, wants to answer all the time. Tanahi. Are you still there, Tanahi?
Yes.
Yes. Number 2. In a wave, what moves forward across the surface of the water? Like, يعني, what does the water carries?
Carries.
Huh?
Like what does it form from?
Yes, we can say that
Water.
too. Well, it is water, but the water carries what to the shore?
Wind.
Energy. Yes, the wind
Energy.
gives energy to the
Yes.
water and then the water takes it to the shore. You can
Take it
answer
to the
number
shore
13 if
and-
you want. Yes? Yes, Tanahi?
Yes, miss.
Yes, you were saying something?
I said the energy they keep losing energy every time they crash into the water.
They lost the energy? They actually
keep
moved the
losing
energy to the land. They move the energy to the land, but because land is so big, you don't feel this energy over the land.
when the
Because
wave يعني
energy cannot be
بتخبط يا باسم
destroyed. Energy
لما
cannot
الويف
be
بس
destroyed.
بتخبط في المية في surface of the water it loses energy every time it hits it loses energy.
What loses energy, Habibi? The wind?
The wave
The waves?
يعني
Hit
بس
the
الويف
shoreline
بتبقى
and
أصغر.
then they lose energy? Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Yes, but energy cannot be
Yes,
destroyed.
this is
It
right.
kind of, yes, lose a little bit of energy, but it's not lost. Like it will move to the land. As they hit the shoreline, it will actually move to the land. Type number 13. How is tsunami different from other waves, ya Tanah? You can still answer this question. Number 13.
The tsunami is a giant wave, and the wave is
And
formed
it's
from
caused
wind,
by? Tsunami can be caused by?
tectonical plates.
Yes, and earthquakes, right? Eruptions. Well done. Other kinds of wave are just
And
caused by wind.
must
Okay?
also have more energy.
Yes, and has also more energy. And other waves can be also formed by wind. Number 14, we have Habiba. 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 Okay, let me answer this one because we only have 1 minute. What would happen if the moon orbited the Earth at the same speed the Earth rotated, which means like they were moving at the same speed? This would be actually so dangerous. That means the moon would always face the same part of the planet, and high tides would continuously happen at the same point because, I mean, the Earth will be at the same.
Nothing.
The Earth is not. Yes, they are rotating.
But شكل في tides أصلا.
While the moon is also moving at the same speed, that means every time the moon will be facing the same part, and the same part will always have high tides. Okay, number 15, the last one. How is high tide different from low tide? High tide, of course, water levels are high, while in low tide, water levels are low. So this is the end of today's session, guys. We have less than 1 minute. Thank you for joining
I did not
today.
answer.
I'm
Miss,
sorry,
I did not.
Shlock. Next time you will have your turn, okay?
Thank you. And the last one.
I'm so sorry for this. Next time I will give you the first turn, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. See you guys next time because I have another session right now.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. See you.
Bye.